A lot of times they would shoot them or taser them. You hear about autistic people, deaf folks being attacked from behind, people that don't speak English. It's scary because a lot of cops out there really are PTSD, loose cannons, whatever the case is, and they've been taught you're going to be backed up whatever you do. The main reason I wanted him in studio, and I heard him say this months ago on 590 AM, he said, follow whatever order you're given, even if you think it's unlawful, and you won't get hurt. Well, actually, there's Supreme Court and state rulings that we have a right to defend ourselves with force from unlawful, unconstitutional orders and directives of police. In fact, guys, you print me some case examples of that. I know there's hundreds of them about court rules. You have a right to defend yourself from police outside of their duties, or court rules. Like I'll search it because I have to come up with the exact term. Indiana passed a law allowing deadly force against police to try to enter your home without a warrant. I mean, these have always been on the book, but they're having to pass new laws stating that you have a right that when they're outside of their lawful duties to resist. We incorporate cities and we hire police officers to then be professional citizen arrest powers. That's all they have. And now they, like a union, want to get rid of our right to be armed, our right to defend ourselves, and our right to have due process. I've got a bunch of other news on Ukraine. Also, California college student teaches school, $50,000 lesson on Constitution, Fox News. Remember, he got cited and arrested for handing out pocket constitutions at the college. And he's now won $50,000. They violated his rights. That just shows how warped the school is to say, oh, to have an official event, you've got to be sanctioned by us. Well, you're allowed to physically hand out whatever you want. You're allowed to hand out Christmas cards that say, I love Jesus on them. The school can't be, if it takes taxpayer money, officially pushing a religious view. And the same thing with a First Amendment view just for speech. So there you go, another example. And people see this everywhere. You know, cops coming over and saying, I've had Austin cops come over and say, turn your camera off, you can't film. And I'm 100 yards from what they're doing. And I go, nope, First Amendment, well, I'm going to arrest you. Well, I don't want to have to sue you, officer, but, you know, please don't violate my First Amendment, and they'll back off. In other cities, I've been arrested for filming, and my cameramen have. And Rob Dew won a big lawsuit with Pittsburgh. And, I mean, he had to do it. He was up on top of a hill filming police attack peaceful college students. The day after G20 ended, they came up to mainstream media, said, you're mainstream media, you're mainstream. Who are you with? Oh, I'm with Texas Television, InfoWars. Well, we're going to arrest you. You're not allowed to be out here. In America. On a hill over a university, aiming a camera down 300 yards. That's America. The cops actually believe that and treat you like you're in an occupied third world country. Let's go to Thomas. You're on the air. Go ahead, sir.
Hi, Alex, you there?
Yes, I am.
Hey, thanks for taking my call. I had the pleasure of meeting you in San Antonio at the gun rally. I was standing behind you while you were interviewing Sergeant Slaughter, and one of his cronies pushed me out of the way because I was getting too close to the king, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, when I interviewed the San Antonio police chief? Yeah, we did an open carry demonstration, and I had my M4 strapped to my back, along with about 1,500 other Texans. And, you know, the police didn't implement their law against open carry, even though it's unconstitutional. They backed off that day, didn't they?
It was a good thing, you know, but once everybody started dwindling down, you could see then they starting putting pressure on people to get out of there. But
that's right. Well, we're enemies. You know, we're the food. Got to be kept in line. Go ahead.
One of the reasons I called, though, to tell you, I worked for an oil company in 2010 over in Iraq. And when I was there were no banks. There were, no debt there. And we drilled the well, and we made tremendous amounts of oil. So the plan was to extract the natural resources. And I still keep in contact with the friends I made there locally, and now they all have credit cards and banks all over northern Iraq.
Well, that's why the globalists come in and take down sovereign nations, is they want to get you into their debt money system. You're absolutely right.
There was the shadow investor that was called Shamaran Petroleum. ShamaranPetroleum.com. Just looks evil, and the literal translation for it is King of Serpents, is what they call themselves. So, I'm a religious person, So it just seemed bad to me all the way around. I got out of that business because it just didn't feel right, if you know what I mean.
I hear you. What else did you want to talk about?
I witnessed a wreck over in Pleasanton, Texas. I'm still in the oil field down here in South Texas. I witnessed a wreck, and I pulled over a truck. It was during that first ice storm in January. A truck ran into the back of a little car and then took off. He left that car crash. I got out to wave traffic away from this car until police arrived. And the guys were unconscious when I got there. They woke up. They were really hurt. This truck had smashed into them and then drove off. And when the cops got there, the first thing they asked me was, "Were you in the wreck?" I said, "No." I said, "It's these gentlemen over here." And he walks up to the gentleman, and instead of seeing if they're all right, he asked, "Have you guys been drinking?"
Well, that's because it's not protect and serve. It's raise revenue, put as many people as they can in prison.
Hey, Alex, can you please, in your Star Wars deep voice, can you say Sean is so trendy for me?
Tom is so trendy?
Sean is so trendy.
Oh, Sean is so trendy. Sean is listening to the InfoWar. We'll be right back.
From the Berkey Guy, now comes Survival Cave Food Storage. All natural canned meats with no MSG, fillers, or chemicals, and with up to a 15-year shelf life. On sale this week, 12 14.5-ounce cans of ground beef was $123, now just $113. Or 12 28-ounce cans was $164, now only $154. Free shipping within the U.S. Go to GoBerkey.com or call 877-886-3653. Helping thousands prepare since 2005, GoBerkey.com.
Uncover a simple privacy loophole that can stop the NSA spying thugs in their tracks at privacylockdown.com. The NSA has already shut down hundreds of sites, and the truth be told, they could shut down this operation at any time. See, the privacy loophole I'm about to show you allows you to make all your sensitive information disappear in the next 30 days or less. Go to privacylockdown.com now to take your life off the grid and see the loophole in the NSA and FBI spying machine before they close the loophole forever. Go to privacylockdown.com.
Have you tried everything and your health is still not improving? In 2008, I was dying with Lyme's disease with daily PTSD. I lost everything. In 2009, a miracle happened. I discovered Ion and the RNA drops. I'm Matthew David Hurtado, author of Misfit to Millions. I want to give you one free bottle of RNA drops when you purchase my book while supplies last. RNA drops saved my life, and that was just the beginning. Take your power back now. Visit getthedrops.com. That's getthedrops.com. My shocking book, Misfit to Millions, puts the gurus to rest, and it puts the product to the test. RNA Drops. GetTheDrops.com. Visit GetTheDrops.com today or call 888-550-8231. That's 888-550-8231. If you want to change your life, you've got to change your life.
Introducing Pro One. All of your filtration in one system, portable, on the go. No more do you have 2 or 3 filters to just reduce sodium fluoride. You have a system that cuts out the sodium fluoride and up to 95% of hydrofluorosilicic acid. Advanced manufacturing technology combines silver-impregnated white ceramic with new Aquamedics advanced media for removal of fluoride and other heavy metals, all in one filter element. It is the only one that does it, and out of the gate, we have it discounted at 10% off with promo code WATER. This is the only system that in one unit helps reduce or remove pesticides, herbicides, chloramines, ammonia, and chlorine, hydrofluorosilicic acid, the most common form of fluoride not covered by other fluoride filter brands, and sodium hexafluorosilicate. Get your Pro Pure with the new Pro One filters today at InfoWarsStore.com or by calling 888-253-3139.
I can see for miles and miles and miles and miles.
This polio outbreak, as the media is billing it, isn't really a polio outbreak when you read the fine print. It's polio-like neurological disorders they believe caused by some type of virus. And I have a whole stack of news. We're going to cover this on the nightly news some more tonight, but later in the next hour I'll get into it. Most of the new polio type cases worldwide have been directly, even in mainstream news, connected to the vaccines. Just like whooping cough on the West Coast has been connected to the vaccines. People get it from the vaccine. And I believe from the evidence, that's where this is coming from. But here's a headline. Paralysis cases spike in wake of Bill Gates polio vaccination effort. Infowars.com. And the article links through to the EU chairman of the World Health Organization and others, and the Times of India, you name it. Here's NBC. Bill Gates polio vaccine program caused 47,500 cases of paralysis and death. That's just some of it. The live polio vaccine that's still being given, even though it's illegal in the U.S., is just simply devastating. So some of that's coming up as well. The Supreme Court is coming out expanding police searches of homes without warrants. 'Tis the season to overthrow the republic. I'm going to go back to your calls briefly. Remember, we're listener-supported. That's why I bring you the very best products we can. You hear a lot of talk out there about gravity-fed filters. I only sell the very best. That's ProPure and the Pro One system that cuts out the glyphosates, the fluoride, all of it. And it's better quality and is the same price or less than leading competitors. And when you put in promo code WATER at InfoWarsStore.com, you get 10% off the already lowest price. And we have the full selection of Pro One. And we have several other brands as well that are a little bit less, that aren't quite as good, but are more affordable. So we carry really high-quality water filtration systems. That's a great way to start your path towards health. With all these designer viruses, chemicals, biologicals out there, you know, my uncle and cousin died of viral pneumonia with bacterial complications in December and January of this year, December of last year, my cousin. And I was talking to John Harmon of Genesis, 3 gold brokers that are in the same building, because Midas Resources is the parent company, guys that I've known a long time, died. And they would get chest infections, and one had a heart attack from it, and the other 2 died from it, directly from it. And they said, oh yeah, there's a mystery illness filling up the hospitals in Minnesota. Same thing at the hospital my uncle died in Tyler, Texas. They, for 4 days, were turning away all patients because they were full of people dead and dying from this stuff. And I have had this stuff for 3 weeks and have been fighting it and feel like my throat is raw meat. So thank God I'm on the Nascent Iodine. Thank God I'm on the Survival Shield. Thank God I'm on the purified water. All this is helping me. But InfoWarsLife.com to get the Survival Shield that's helped all my organs and glands. It does amazing things. We have the Fluoride Shield. That's the Nascent Iodine and 5 other compounds that detoxify fluoride, also heavy metals and other toxins. And we have Super Male Vitality. We're running that 15% off special into next week. And we did sell out of it, but more just came in yesterday. A limited supply, because the word's gotten out on this. This was kind of a sleeper product. At first, it wasn't selling well at all, and now we can't even produce enough of it because it has the 8 super herbs concentrated. Because the word is getting out. People are reordering. They're telling friends about it. It works for women as well. Super Male Vitality. But we're going to come out with a female version that's tweaked, has a few different things in it. Women really like this. I'll just leave it at that. The energy, the health, the vitality triggers your body to give you a good hormonal balance from the research we've done. Super Male Vitality, InfoWarsLife.com, or calling toll-free, 888-253-3139. And you can ask about the specials and get them there. All right, we're going to come back right now with more of your phone calls. We got a special guest.
Thank you for listening to GCN. Visit GCNlive.com today.
The facts are in. The studies are legion. Sodium fluoride and other toxic members of the fluoride family are devastating the health and cognitive ability of the American people. So why are the social engineers adding it to the water? Simple. Dumb down the host population that the parasitic technocracy is feeding on. We may not have been able to get fluoride out of the water supply yet, but we can help to get it out of our bodies. I am extremely excited to announce the exclusive InfoWars Life Fluoride Shield formulation. formulation, fusing 6 of the best documented ingredients from around the world to help the body remove not just toxic fluoride residues from the body, but a whole host of toxic substances. Let's take a stand against the globalist by blocking their poisons with Fluoride Shield. I use Fluoride Shield every day. Secure your Fluoride Shield and other pioneering formulations at InfoWarsLife.com today. Let's start cleansing our bodies now and support the Info War at the same time. That's InfoWarsLife.com.